Welcome one and all. This is the Peace Dealer, and this video has been a long time coming, trust me when I say that. But I've been doing this for 5 years now. For those of you who are day ones, 2014 was when I launched the Peace Dealer. But for those of you who are day zeros, day one ones, back when I still had clear sight, before I created the Peace Dealer, you know, I started 2012, like end of 2012, 2013. And I started by making tarot card videos, horoscopes, for astrology, reading tarot. I definitely employed occult skills, knowledge, wisdom. Well, it is about time that I finally share with y'all that I'm officially done. I am denouncing and walking away from this, okay? This is, I have come to see with my experience as dark and demonic, and if Jesus was knocking on the door of my heart and calling for me to pick up, I have given this Christian influence my number to call me.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Psych! I'm going in, y'all. If there's one thing that pisses me off every time I see it more, it's these spiritual people who every now and then make videos denouncing tarot, denouncing the occult, denouncing astrology, all right? And this is a very sensitive topic because it always includes feelings and fear and this irrational sense of emotions bridging an already unregulated field of occult science misleads people so much that I have to make this video. And this is gonna be a series of videos that I make to attack this, because if you think about this industry, it's on attack on so many fronts. You have inexperienced people who have never read cards. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what the hell reading cards or anything to do with the occult, because the occult is simply meaning hidden. That's it. The occult just means hidden. Hidden wisdom and symbolism and just hidden knowledge. That's it. There's nothing good or bad about the occult. There's nothing demonic. There's nothing evil about it. It just means hidden. It's a mysticism. Anytime you try and say that it's evil, you're saying Scorpio and Pisces are evil. Anytime you try and say astrology is evil, that's like saying meteorology is evil. Meteorology is not evil. And the meteorologists that predict weather patterns do not worship the devil. So astrologers that predict astral patterns are not demonic. People who read tarot cards are not demonic. Say it with me. People who read tarot are not demonic. You have people on one side who have no experience doing this and judge from the sidelines people who do, because they hear stuff from other people. It's evil, it's taboo, okay? You have scientists that have no experience. Yeah, they might be good experimenting with beakers and chemicals. They might have extensive experience in chemistry, studying periodic tables. They might have extensive experience in biology, but they have no experience in astrology or tarot. So just like someone who doesn't know the periodic table cannot argue chemistry with a chemist, someone who does not know what a progress chart is, or what houses are, or what tropical astrology is, or what an ecliptic and equator is, cannot argue astrology with an astrologer. And you have a lot of people doing that right now because they think they know, but they don't. And then you have people, I'm ranting now. I'm ranting now. Yes. And then you have people who get in this craft I put that in quotes. I put that in quotes because everything I'm saying, I predicted. If you watch my live videos, I've been predicting this, okay? And I'm not even gonna say I've been predicting this because you don't have to be smart to really see this coming, okay? Please empathize with me because there's a reason why I'm ticked off. You have people who walk into this field and then out of fear or certain experiences that they have because they're not about this life like they thought they were, they now denounce it. They now go to Christianity. They now go to Islam. And if there's one thing that I hate, we already came out the dark ages. Stop clinging to these religions to feed your fear and fearmonger others and make others feel like they're blind or they're deceived because they do what you decided not to do. I'm done. I'm completely done, and I'm gonna make a series of videos against BS like this on all fronts. If you are a light worker, if you are a practitioner of the occult, just know it's going to be harder to do what you do because the disinformation from dark forces is coming at full force. Whether people use a quasi-scientific logos way to deceive you, or people try and get you with pathos to make you feel like you're fucking with demons or evil spirits because you read cards, I need people to understand how stupid that's sounds, okay? There are 4 different realms. You have the energetic realm, fire, you have the emotional realm, psychology, water, you have the air realm, mental, and then you have the material realm, earth. You cannot say tarot cards are demonic. You cannot say oracle cards are demonic. They are tools. A screwdriver is not demonic. The person screwing the driver is going to be influenced, not the screwdriver. We need to dead this now. So the way you can do this is to share this knowledge where you are. And you don't have to share this video, but like be a force and conduit of this truth because I'm tired of seeing this going on. You're gonna see a trend of this more. You're gonna see people who act like they know what they're talking about. They don't. They share one story about something paranormal that happened with them while reading cards and now it's demonic and now you need to turn to Jesus Christ. I'm tired of this bullshit. I am tired of this bullshit completely, totally. And the reason why I'm pissed off is because you have people who are being called into this path and then they see stuff like this and it deters well-meaning people. It deters people who would have been open to developing their skills, but now they have people fear-mongering. They have people saying it's pseudoscientific, which is not true. It's more of an art than a science. If we're talking about interpretation of charts and tarot, the science of astrology comes with the mathematical angles that calculate the planet with the ecliptic. There's nothing religious about it. There's nothing demonic about it. It's going to happen whether you believe it or not. But when we talk about chart interpretation and we talk about allegory and symbolism, this is where it gets more artistic. It is not strictly just a science. And other such occult sciences or practices or arts, whether that's dark arts or light arts. Be very, very prepared for this deception. I also want to make a video about, and I'm going to make a special video about how you're going to see people in the spiritual community start to tear each other down. And the true faces are going to come up, okay? I never say anything bad about someone else unless I'm defending claims they've said about me. It's not like I like everyone in this community, but I understand the long term, and I'm not going to tear other people down because I have beefs. You're going to start to see people who've claimed that they're spiritual, whatever, just show their true face by their actions and just belittle other people to make themselves look good. You guys already have an idea of who fits that shoe because it's not just one person, okay? Now, trust me, I have an action step for you guys. Whenever you see somebody wanting to denounce tarot specifically and say it's demonic, all right, I want you to look them dead in the eye, okay? And I want you to make sure you breathe in really well down your diaphragm, breathe out, look them seriously in the eye, and say,
"Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut."
And say it like you mean it, my friend, because this is BS. When it comes to the occult, and this is something that I have said recurring on many live videos, this is something you are called into. This is something you are anointed to do. When you divine, when you employ tools to engage with this more subtle realm of existence, you're opening portals, blah, blah, blah. You're connecting with spirits, blah, blah, blah. People will tell you that and then offer that as a reason for why it's demonic. When no, honey. You were not called into this path. You thought this was a good way to get money. You thought this was a good way to empower you. You thought, hey, let me satiate my curiosity. This is trending. And so you got into this path and you experienced paranormal experiences. You are not about that life. You did not get called into this path. You thought that this could be just a quick way for you to make a buck. And I'm not against people who make a business out of this because they are called to. So many are called, but few are chosen, okay? There's a lot of people who walked into this thinking that it's honky-dory. Now they're experiencing paranormal effects and they're blaming the craft. No. People need to stop blaming cards for the demons they hold in their hearts. It is just a tool. If you do psychic hygiene every day, if you cleanse yourself, if you stay and walk in light, the tarot you pull will be of light. There is no evil in any cards. Even the symbolism drawn in some cards by some decks, you can take an evil deck and cleanse and purify it. This is the infinite nature of perception and magic. So we need to stop blaming matter, material, and earth for stuff within you. Because everyone plays victim. They feel like it can't be me. It has to be what I'm doing. I need to run away to this religion now. I need to call on this force. I need to pray to Jesus Christ so that he can cleanse me. Because when I did that, my sleep paralysis stopped. You're making yourself look stupid. Period. And it's just so condescending to see people act like, oh, you're blind. Oh, I used to do this. Y'all don't know what you're doing, as if we haven't put years in experience in this. I've been doing this for 5 years, and every single day I have helped push people to evolve, grown myself and others, and seen the magic of life through these crafts. I've never experienced one thing evil. If I've ever experienced anything negative, it's because it was in myself first, and it reflected through the tools that I had. I didn't start blaming that. But then again, I was called to this. Y'all know my story. I was called to this, even when I didn't think I was gonna do this. So you see a lot of people who are not called to this, who are not chosen to do this rather, and then they start to go through the negative stuff because they were not anointed. And bam, they start to experience paranormal activity, or they start to experience scary stuff, and they take that to mean that, oh, this is evil, you shouldn't do this. No, honey, you need to look at yourself and stop scaring other people. I'm not talking about just one person. Where the shoe fits, a lot of people have been doing this for years. You see these fake ass stories about ex-Illuminati members, about people who've turned Christian, who talk about how they've had stories. And trust me, the only way you know it's true is if you take their word for it. They don't offer any proof. They just offer you fear. They try and scare you. If anyone is trying to scare you away from doing what you know you're meant to do, it is a lie. Because you should be motivated by love to do things. It works with Christianity too. You should not scare someone into following Jesus. It is the love of source. It is the love of Jesus Christ that washes over you, that inspires you to become a Christian. Not because you're afraid of hell. Not because you're afraid that what you're doing is going to send you to the damned. Human beings don't save people. It is the divine does. And people try and do the divine's job, and they just mislead other people. So you're hearing from me, the peace dealer. Whether I'm a good enough authority for you or not, do not listen to these idiots. Do not listen to these people. Do not listen to these disinformation agents trying to make you feel that you're evil, trying to make you feel that you're demonic because you employ the use of a tool. There is nothing bad about the occult. It is hidden. And if you are called to do it, do your job. Okay? And don't be distracted by these people who are just, depending on what field or front this comes in, that just really just aim to deceive and like spread disinformation. I know in most cases, most of these people mean well. Like even Doreen Virtue. Doreen Virtue was someone that when I came into this spiritual community, I never resonated with the concept of the angel card she made. I always knew there was something off about it. So when she comes out later and denounces it, I'm not surprised, okay? And you see this trend continuing with people who are afraid. They're simply just scared. They walked into a field not really knowing what it is. Over 90+% of people do not know anything about the occult. And the majority of their knowledge about the occult comes from Facebook, comes from Google, comes from the internet. It does not come from their lineage. It does not come from their great-grandmother or great-grandfather. It doesn't come from their blood. They looked it up because it was trending, because they felt they got called. So don't believe the hype. There is absolutely no one in this field who has done it the right way, who has extensive knowledge, who has extensive experience, who knows what they're talking about. Because let me tell you something, anyone could read cards. It's not hard. I know a couple Pisces who picked it up like this. And people think that just because you can read cards, just because you can interpret astrology, that makes you a tarot card reader. That makes you part of this path. No, honey. You need to be broken in. You need to be initiated. You need to go through the ropes. You need to go through challenge firsthand and see the dark and realize that the light walks with you at all times. So you have discernment when people say stuff, they don't know what they're talking about. If somebody's message is fearing you out of doing something, don't listen to it. You should be inspired by love to do whatever you do. And I'm just gonna cut this short. There's more to come. Please comment below your thoughts on this and your experiences on this. And we need to stand up as the $1 billion Vibe Tribe. We need to stand up as a community, I put that in quotes, but as individuals, to stand up for the modalities and the gifts and the skills that you employ without being made to feel like you're taboo for doing something that is true. And until next time, peace.
I keep that 30 like Curry. I keep that 40 like Bonds. 9 on me, equal dollar. I keep calm, but I'm on. Snake niggas in the grass. Make the chopper mow the lawn. I'm chasing chicken, make a chicken. I'm on McDonald on the farm. In the club shooting movies. My G's with me, word to Gucci.